Hi guys, just me again. Listen, I just want to firstly thank you all for your amazing support, both following us, supporting what we're trying to do, which is ultimately to end child trafficking and exploitation. But the amount of donations we're receiving from all around the world is just phenomenal. And it's really great to see everybody getting behind us and also educating yourself, which I go on about all the time, but you must. I had a really good question sent to me today by one of my followers, which is the purpose of this video. But we have so much going on. It's driving me nuts. I haven't slept too much again because we have different projects and operations going on. We have so much work going on at our rescue center in Kenya, in Kisumu, which is on the west coast. Mama Jane and the kids are so happy that they won't have to sleep in the wet when it rains now, because before the old roof used to just be, shocking, as many of you seen the pictures before. We have that going on, so we can increase the amount of children we can take in at that center. We are also in talks with our partners in Kenya on the other side, Mombasa, which is the east coast, which is where a lot of child sexual abuse happens. We want to ultimately build with our partners a brand new child rescue center for rehabilitation. And we have so much, and we're trying to be as transparent with the donations as we can. All those people sponsoring the children in our rescue center, the kids are just loving it. And we will follow up with things that they've bought. They're getting food now, clothes, just because of your individual sponsorship. So thank you. The question I got today, let me read it. It's from a mother, and I'll just read it as it says. Hey Adam, I had a question for you. My partner and I were reading a story about a pedophile at daycare, and my partner said how it's majority men, so not to worry about the female workers. Can I ask if that is the case? And is it majority men? Listen, that's a really great conversation starter. Firstly, no one's right or wrong, right? And as I've explained, pedophiles come in all shapes and sizes, ages and sex. There's female pedophiles, not as much as men, but there are. And I'll just draw your attention to one case, which was in the UK. The youngest ever pedophile, pedophile, female daycare worker in the UK. She was 18 at the time, and she sexually abused two children, two sisters from the same family. Sophie Elms, Google it, you'll see it. Sophie Elms had been convicted of sexually abusing these two girls. Elms carried out the attacks after sex offenders contacted her online and incited her to abuse the children and send him and the others indecent pictures. That particular pedophile who incited her was jailed for 15 years. You can read all this online yourself. She pleaded guilty to 16 offences. The judge accepted that Elms had been targeted and exploited by the man who encouraged her to abuse the children. So, to answer the question, yes, you must be careful with men and women who take care of your children. Do not believe that women cannot sexually abuse your child or be involved with the sexual abuse. There's so many cases out there where women like this and are incited by pedophiles, and pedophiles target these individual scumbags like this Sophie to either sexually abuse or take naked pictures. So don't think it doesn't happen. So you must be careful of everybody. Okay, that should answer that question, and it's a really good question because, again, you need to educate yourself and get rid of a lot of these myths that pedophiles are just grey old men, and I say that sentence all the time. It's not the case. Pedophiles are younger. They're in forms of female and male. With the female offenders, females are more known not to do the sexual abuse. Obviously, in this case, she did, but it's more about pedophiles and pedophile rings inciting females, whether they're mothers or daycare workers, to exploit, to sexually abuse their children or children that they have the trust of being around. And this is the point you need to understand. Just because the majority are men who sexually abuse kids, there are women who so-called work for or incite and get paid to show, pedophiles indecent pictures, sexual abuse images, videos. So hopefully that answers the question, but you should be careful of both men and women at daycare. Anybody that is taking care of your children. Now, this is not a video to scare the shit out of you. It's a video to open your eyes. Okay, get rid of all the myths. Pedophiles are females and are men, all ages, all professions, all walks of life. You cannot identify what a pedophile looks like. When you Google that article on the pedophile Sophie, have a look. 18-year-old girl, you would never suspect that she can sexually abuse two girls and send those images to pedophiles. So it's not a scare tactic, this video, it's an education video. So take it as you want. You can listen to it or not, but I hope that answers your questions. It is a great question, actually. So thank you. Again, we have so much going on. We're expanding. PRC is expanding again, and I'm so excited for it. And we're opening up offices overseas. There's just so much going on, and we can't do that without you. So we'll keep doing what we do. We'll keep showing you what we do as much as we can. A lot of the images that we have and receive from the dark web to witchcraft, sacrificing, which is what I spoke about last night to Alex on my interview last night. We just can't show you. I wish I could put everything online to show you guys so you can understand that this is the reality, but I can't do that. I'll be in Facebook jail again. Pedophiles will be having a cry if their pictures are all over the place. So thank you for your support. I hope that gives you a little bit of knowledge today. Take care.